Okay, so what's that one thing that's gonna help you book more commercial auditions and get more repeat work? Stay tuned to find out. Hi, I'm Jesse Carroll, professional voice actor and coach, and today we're going to talk about that one thing that can help you win more voiceover auditions and get more repeat clients. And what is it? Authenticity. That's it, being authentic. Now, what do I mean by it? So when new voice actors go into the booth and start to record an audition, and certainly this was the case for me, you look at the script and you just start saying the words, right? And you're trying to be conversational. Coaches will tell you, talk like you're talking to your best friend. Talk to one person, talk to your best friend. That's not enough. It's not. You need to have an emotional life going on inside of you. It doesn't have to be over the top, but you gotta know how you feel about the product that you're selling. Don't try to sell it, but know how you feel about it and let that come through. And that can help in a variety of ways. Like for instance, let's say we're doing a commercial for KFC. Now, I don't like KFC. Judge me all you want, I don't like it. I think it's terrible. So in order for me to do that KFC audition, what I need to know is what I do like. I can still do the audition and I can sell it well. Not by selling it, by you seeing that how I actually feel about it, you know? So I need to know, what do I actually like? Well, I like pizza, but pizza's not specific enough. What kind of pizza? Well, there's this pizza place down the corner from me. I'm in New York City and they make handmade pizza. It's amazing. They put way too much cheese on it, but I love it, but I know it's bad for you. I get the ham and pineapple, or I get pepperoni with mushrooms all over it. See, now that's getting specific, right? And I imagine that whole life, I get involved in it, and then I let it go, and then I do the read. Now I'm doing the KFC audition, but I'm really talking about the specific pizza that I love. And that's gonna help your read sound more conversational. You're gonna sound like you're talking to one person, and it's gonna give you an emotional life. It's gonna set you light years ahead of everybody else, because most people don't do this, you know, and you can do this for anything. Let's say you're doing a PSA, right? And let's say you're talking about cancer, a serious subject like cancer. Let's say cancer has touched your life, you know? And this PSA is talking about the importance of getting checked and screened for cancer. So now because you have experience in that, you can actually use that. You don't just get a low voice and start talking about the seriousness of getting checked. You think about the stuff that hurts inside, you know? Maybe you lost your loved one and you don't want that to happen to anyone. So you need to tell people the importance of getting checked, getting screened, and that will be so authentic. You need to use all the experiences you've had in your life for your reads, and that will help you. That's how you get to the top of voiceover. That's how you get ahead. You gotta have that emotional life. Now here's an exercise for you. I actually learned this from my acting coach. I studied with Terry Knickerbocker. Shout out to TK Studio. He's Sam Rockwell's coach, and he's got this wonderful exercise he does in the first year of the 2-year Meisner program. He has you look at the emotional wheel. So if you Google emotional wheel, you'll see a wheel with a full spectrum of different emotions. Now go through that wheel, and I challenge you to find a personal experience that you can relate to that emotion. Do it for every emotion and put them in your back pocket. And next time you have a read that calls for sad, happy, joyous, energetic, whatever it is, think about that time where you really felt that emotion and let it come through in the read. Now, this can help you in another way. You know how people always say, don't be an announcer, don't be too big, pull it back. That's also BS. What that is inauthenticity. It's you not being authentic. That's why you sound like an announcer. You can be big and joyful and loud and all that if it's real. But you gotta remember, you gotta think about a time in your life when you actually felt that emotion so you can get the juices flowing, so you can do it authentically. So my challenge to you, next time you're going to do an audition, or maybe it's the first time you're doing an audition, take a second, think about who you're talking to, think about the product you're selling, think about your own experience with it, and if you can relate to it. And if you can't relate to it, find out a way that you can, you know? If you're talking about apples, maybe you've never had an apple, but you've had an orange. You love orange. Say the words for apples, talk about oranges. You dig? All right, that is my rant on authenticity. I think it's the most important thing in voiceover. If you disagree, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Also, if you want to hear me talk about anything else in voiceover, any questions you have, hit me up in the comments and I will answer them with a video. And if you're new in voiceover and you want to know how to get started, check out the description below. There's a link to a free gear guide that's going to tell you everything you need to get started in voiceover. And also, if you want to study with me personally, there's a couple links below you can check out too. I got a 6-week program called the VoiceOver Jumpstart, and it's designed to take you from knowing absolutely nothing about voiceover all the way to knowing everything you need to be a working professional. All right, so that's it. That's all. See you in the next one.